and welcome our next speaker on to stage with the session, How a Growing DMRC Network is Creating Greater Advertising Opportunity. Our speaker is a published author and a regular contributor to newspaper columns and journals, a gold medalist from IIT Roorkee. He completed his MTech from IIT Delhi and has over 2 decades of experience in numerous leadership roles. Ladies and gentlemen, Director, Operations and Services, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. Put your hands together for Dr. Amit Kumar Jain. Good morning, sir. Welcome, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Dr. Amit Kumar Jain.
Very warm good morning to all. I know I am here and you are also waiting for the tea break. So first, my apologies. I'll try to finish my session within 20 minutes allotted to me. And purpose of my session is to do advertising. I'm here to advertise my properties that we have on DMRC net. And I will seek your attention. That's very difficult, I know, but I'll try to. Please go to the next slide. So first I'll be talking about DMRC network, what we have. Then what are the opportunities for advertising over DMRC network, like co-branding on stations, outdoor advertising, advertising inside the stations, and what innovations that we are doing in advertising. Next slide, please. So as a DMRC is a public sector company, a joint venture between Delhi government and central government. We are the largest metro company in the country. We are operating a network of 390 kilometers, of which 350 kilometers are on. And we are running, we are carrying 6 million passengers a day. Please go to the next slide. We have 5 stations. We are running trains at a closed headway of 2 minutes 24 seconds. Number of trips we are operating is 4,200. So that is the kind of operations we are doing. Next slide, please. This is network. We are across almost every part of the city. We are also touching Noida, Gurgaon. So we are covering complete NCR. Next slide. So why non-fare revenue is important for us? Our 15% of the revenue comes from non-fare sources. That includes advertising, retail, property business, and there's many innovative ways. But for being financially sustainable, we need non-fare revenue. Although 85% of my revenue is coming from fares, but without non-fare revenue, I can't be financially sustainable. So that is the importance of non-fare revenue for me. Next slide, please. And out of this 15% non-fare revenue, my 34% revenue comes from advertising and 14% from co-branding. Co-branding means station naming rights. So almost 50% of my revenue of non-fare is from outdoor advertising. And so that is the importance of advertising for me. Next slide, please. So why DMRC? So the question that will come to your mind, that why DMRC, what are the USPs of DMRC? So the very important question that आपके पास तुम्हारे पास क्या है? That the famous dialogue of दीवार movie, मेरे पास गाड़ी है, बंगला है, what do you have? तो मेरे पास माँ है, and that माँ is mass. I have masses. That masses means I have 6 million passengers who are using my metro on daily basis, and they are not like simple masses. They are virtuous middle class masses. They have high income potential. They have high purchasing power, and most of our riders are young population. My 80% of the people who are traveling with DMRC are young, less than 40 years of age, and high proportion of women who are the decision makers. So there's a famous joke that at the 50th anniversary, somebody asked that how you are having this kind of happy married life in 50 years. So the simple answer was from the man that big decisions, big opinions are done by me, like what will happen in the country, how foreign relation will happen. But small decisions like who will buy, what is to be bought for the family or for my house, those decisions are taken by the lady of the house. So what point I'm trying to make is that women who are the decision makers, they prefer to travel by metro. Data-driven advertising. We have huge data of our commuters, like who is traveling, from where to where they are traveling, station-wise data we have, and at what time they are traveling. So that data-driven marketing can be done using that data. So we have huge data, and you can customize your advertising as per that data. Then opportunity for targeted advertising, like we have data, so you can do targeted marketing. Why? How? Like you know that at Vishyadhyalaya station, so many passengers travel. They are mostly students. So those kind of target, and what time they travel, what time they enter, what time they exit. So you can do targeted advertising using that data. Then captive audience. So we were discussing about attention. So in outdoor, attention span is only 4 seconds, but that may not be the case at metro station. At metro station, when a passenger is traveling in a metro train, he is in the metro train. So whatever advertising is available in the metro train, he would see it. I mean, he has no other option. Like when he is waiting for the train at the platform, and train is coming, and there is an advertisement on the train, a train wrapping. So a person will certainly see that advertisement. So attention span is there, and it is more than 4 seconds. So like people are waiting at ticketing window also, you can have, they wait for, they stand in the queue at the ticketing window, so they see what is there on the ticketing window. Then repetition and reinforcement, which is very important for marketing, because that improves the recall value. So, and in metro case, people are traveling between same origin destination on daily basis. So if they are seeing the same advertisement on daily basis at origin, at destination, and inside the city, so recall value improves. Likewise, metro pillars. So when you are traveling on the road and same advertisement is being repeated on metro pillars, then recall value improves. So these are some of the USPs of advertising on metros. So like I told that 20% of our commuters are female, and which is high proportion if you compare it with any other public transport. They are highly educated. 82% of our travelers are graduate and above. Next slide. Next. And their income level is also high. I think some slide is missing. Average income level of 80% of the population, the travelers, is more than 30,000 per month. So now coming to what we are offering. These are some of the examples of the station naming rights worldwide. And similarly, we also are having 54 of our stations with these naming rights. There is a small video on how naming rights can be used by the OH partners. Let's go to the next slide. So I'll show you some snapshots where how this is an example of Vivo at one of the station. Next. And you see that color is also matching with not only we are giving naming right with the attaching name as prefix, suffix, you can also choose your logo, can be attached, your coloring scheme can be as per the brand. Next slide. This is example of MG Road, Siska, Bank of Baroda.
Has proven to be a boon for out-of-home advertising industry. Advertising in Delhi Metro is the easiest, fastest and most effective way to reach out to lakhs of consumers in a day. DMRC is now offering opportunities to companies to co-brand with different metro stations. The metro station names will now be including the brand names as well, along with the immense opportunity to display advertisements and attract huge number of eyeballs in a day. Metro stations provide varied product promotion opportunities. It has to reach wider ability to large spectrum of audience. It is a perfect way to attract the attention of commuters who travel by metro or road on daily basis across the city. It creates excellent visibility to your brand, and regular commuters just cannot avoid seeing these advertisings displayed at strategic locations at the stations.
It is showing where are you can display your brand, what are the locations available, like on the escalator, on the building facade. The station branding, we also give some retail space. So one can have kiosk or some small shop. There are some of the indoor spaces available as part of the station branding. On stairs, escalator. On the platform, screen doors. These are the platform screen doors. There are some of the examples we are already doing station naming right. These are retail spaces available as part of the station. Yes. Go to the next slide. I think we have discussed about. Yeah, these are some of the glimpses of naming, coloring. Next. Next page. And now we are planning to do announcement of the station naming inside the train also. Like next station is PNB Millennium City Center. Those kind of announcement will also start. Next. These are we have divided our stations in 5 categories based on the available space. Like in category A, we have indoor advertisement available for 250 square meter, outdoor 100 square meter. Then we also give some canopies, retail space 10 square meter. Then branding, prefix, suffix in train announcement and name on the digital map. So these are the inventories that are available with the A category station, and likewise for B, C, D. Depending on the availability, we have classified them. Next. We have already awarded contracts for 54 stations out of 250 stations. This is the list of those stations. These are some top 20 stations available with us, like Kashmiri Gate major interchange station having footfall of more than 2 lakh per day. New Delhi again similar 1.5 lakh per day. Dwarka, Mode, Saket. So these are top 20 stations which are available for station branding. Our tender is already in the market for 166 stations, which is opening on 1st of August. Next page. These are other stations. So these slides will be available, I am sure, with the participants. Next slide, please. So these are some of the terms of conditions of branding. We give contract for 10 years, which is extendable for another 5 years. And payment is in the annual license fee. And then some security deposits, bid deposits, these are the regular features. But the point is that contract period is very large, that is 10 years plus 5 years. Next. Next opportunity is advertising inside the train, that is train wrap and inside the train. Yeah, next slide. So this is example of train wrap. Next. There is one video, but we have limited time. Okay. This is how Ministry of Tourism is leveraging train advertising for their own advertisement actually. This is their Incredible India campaign. when this kind of train is coming at the station, if people who are waiting at the platform, they will see this advertisement. I mean, they cannot skip it. Even though attention span may be small, but this is inescapable. Inside train, again inside train. At the station. Yeah, I think we can end the video with limited time. Please stop the video. We can go to the next slide. Yeah, next please. Again, some examples of inside train. So scope is inside and outside train wrapping, and we are also planning to allow wrapping inside the train. Earlier, wrapping only outside the train was available, but in the next tender, we are also allowing wrapping inside the train. Contract period is for the 9 years, and fitment period is for 30 days, and then there are some standard clauses of security deposit. And anybody who is having certain turnover can apply for these tenders. So there is only criteria of turnover. Then we have the inventory that we have right now. We have 148 trains available for this kind of advertising, for which we are inviting tenders on line 1, 2, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, next slide, please. Then another opportunity is external advertising, that is on the civil structures. This is another example of civil structures, station rep advertising on the pillars, and this gives repetitive effect because same advertisement can be displayed on multiple pillars. Next. This is again example of we have viaducts which are crossing the road. So this is very, very effective advertisement on viaducts which is across the road. Next please. So the scope is advertisement on the building structure, outside pillars, FOBs, and viaducts. And contract period is 3 + 2 years. And in this, we also share revenue with MCD. So, but that revenue is being shared by us. So that is not your concern. Whatever revenue we get from you, we share that part of that revenue with the MCD. So that we take care of. So these are some of the terms and conditions for the contract. Yes. Next, please. Inventory that we have right now, we have 4 lines: red line, yellow line, violet line, and magenta line. And we are soon will be inviting tenders for them. Next. Then inside station advertisement. This is again very powerful because people wait at the station for the train, they stand in the queue for getting the ticket. This is an example of the platform advertising. Next. Again, this is on the platform screen doors. You have seen at the station that when train comes, platform screen doors open up. So these advertisements are at the platform screen door, and people stand before these screen doors. So this is very, very powerful way of advertising. Next. Again, this is on the platform screen door on the airport express line. These advertisements on the staircase and our escalators. Again, at the concourse level, platform level. Next. Scope which is available is both static and digital advertising. So once we award you space, you can use any media like static or digital. You can install LCDs, LEDs, and they are available in the paid area, unpaid area, as well as paid platform level. License period is 9 years, which is extendable by 6 years. So you can go up to 15 years. And then there are some standard clauses. And anybody who is having certain turnover can apply for this. Next. This is the inventory that we have: red line, blue and gray line, green, violet, and pink and orange line. So huge inventory is available, and we are soon inviting tenders for them. Next. These are the details of some of the live tenders which are opening soon, like exclusive advertisement on selected metro trains of line 7. So this is for metro trains. Then station naming right for 166 stations. Tender is opening on 1st August 2023. Time is less, so I encourage all of you to please look into this tender. This is very, very I mean, 166 stations are available, and I have shown you a list of some top 20 stations also based on the ridership. On 5th August, our tender for indoor advertising for line 6, that is Kashmir Gate to Raja Nahar Singh Ballabgarh is opening. 7th August, exclusive indoor advertisement inside interchange. There's a corridor between two stations, Durga Bhai Deshmukh South Campus station and our Dholakwa metro station. There's a huge, long FOB, foot-over bridge. So indoor advertisement on that FOB, tender is opening on 7th of August. And 12th August, our tender for 200 cars for line 2 is opening. And on 23rd August, tender for the exclusive outdoor advertisement right on civil structures, that is outdoor one, for line 1 is opening. And then we have some upcoming tenders, next slide, which we'll be inviting soon. So these details, of course, will be available with you as part of the presentation. Next. This is an example of some innovations in advertisement. So we are planning to have, see, when you are traveling by train and you are inside the tunnel, when you are like on the elevated section, you can see outside. But in the tunnel, the things become very boring. So we are planning to have in a tunnel advertisement. There is a small video on that. Please play the video. So this is inside the train. You are inside the train in the tunnel, and you can see this kind of advertisement on the tunnel. Last. Thank you. So I have been reminded that. So next big thing that innovative thing that we are coming up with, digital app. Please go to the next slide. So we are planning to see, our inventory will be available on real-time basis on a digital platform. Next slide, please. So anybody can. So this is like a digital platform, and the LCD screen has been installed at Dwarka station, and one can buy space on this LCD. Through a digital platform. You need to log in, register yourself, and time slot you can buy that from like 9 to 10 a.m. You want to play some kind of video on this screen. You can buy that space, make online payment, upload the video, and that will be digitally displayed on this screen. So that kind of thing that also we are planning to have soon. Next slide, please. So some of the examples, this is kind of dynamic branding. As the time goes, you can play some different video in the morning, some different in afternoon, some is different in evening. So as per the time, you can play different videos, and that can be controlled from a remote location. You just need to upload your video and pay the requisite charges. Next slide. So these are some of the things that is, you can do some sale, some snapshot, the kind of thing can be done. Yeah, next. I think that is the end of the presentation. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, I'm going to very quickly welcome on the stage the person who's done us the favor and chosen the 3 questions, Mr. Prashant Verma, Pioneer Publicity. Welcoming you, sir, to kindly join us on stage. Thank you very much. We can see you've got the iPad in hand. Quickly, 3 questions. You're going to answer them, sir, and then choose one lucky winner. Sir.
So thank you so much for such a detailed presentation.
Thank you.
Interestingly, we got almost 35 questions here, but I would like to, pose 3 questions for your insight,
but I would request you to share those 35 questions later on.
Yeah,
so
sure,
sure. Reply those, yeah.
So this is, what are challenges you face working or partnering with private agencies? Is there something you want to advise to them? This question has come from Sonika Yadav, Cashier Drive.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the challenges we generally face with outdoor advertising is that we want them to bring more of digital content, but people are still sticking to the static content. We want that LCD, LEDs should be installed at the station and they can be controlled remotely, but that kind of interest we are not getting from the industry, maybe because it is cost effective, this requires lots of capital investment. So one of these challenges that we are facing. Yeah.
Which audience delivered by metro is more important? The ones inside riding on it or the ones outside looking at it? This has come from Shashi Sinha, Adani Airport Holdings.
So for us, both are important. Both are paying customers. I mean, those who are traveling by metro, they are, of course, they have paid for the traveling by metro also, but those who are outside, they are also paying us in a way that they are looking at the advertisements, and these advertising firms are paying us. So for me, both are important.
How flexible are you as DMRC to create engagement/activation kind of ideas at your premises to increase further revenues? And this has come from Navindu from Idea Cafe.
So we are, see, if you compare with any other government organizations, you'll find that DMRC is very, very open to new ideas. Even we have a new idea policy also, innovation policy, where we invite ideas from you guys. Like the example that I have given you about dynamic branding. This idea has come from IIIT, and we are doing it on proposal basis as a pilot. So we are very open to engage with the industry. Please bring good ideas to us. Please bring innovative ideas, and we will work on them surely.
Thank you. So may I request you to select one of the questions?
So I would go for the third question, which is asking that whether we are open for it, and it has given me an opportunity to. Yeah, sir. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Okay. So,
Congratulations. Sir, can you please join us center stage? We've got Mr. Navindu Bhattacharya joining us. He walks away with prize money. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. This is amazing. It's always wonderful to win. And there was a question there, what are you going to do with the money? But then we'll keep that for the break. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. And we've got a lovely memento. Can we have the memento brought onto stage, please? Mr. Verma, if you can do us the honors, presenting to Dr. Jain. Thank you very much for joining us and taking us through that wonderful presentation.